Imagine stepping into a garden where every leaf, every vine, and every flower has been quietly helping people live longer, healthier lives for generations. Not because the plants are magical, not because they promise to cure disease, but because they are part of a way of living that has stood the test of time. Now imagine discovering that many of those same plants could grow in your own backyard or even in a few pots on your porch. Today, we're taking a journey into what many people call the Blue Zone Garden, a garden inspired by the regions of the world where people are far more likely to celebrate their 100th birthday. And before this video ends, you may see your own garden in an entirely new light. Meet Eleanor. She is 84 years old and lives in a small white farmhouse surrounded by birdsong and the gentle rustling of trees. Her hands are wrinkled from decades of work, yet they move with remarkable confidence as she walks through her garden, each morning carrying an old wicker basket that once belonged to her mother. Her neighbors often wonder how she manages to stay so active. She doesn't belong to a fancy gym. She doesn't follow trendy diets. Instead, every day begins the same way. She walks slowly among her vegetables, herbs, and fruit trees, stopping to admire each plant as though greeting an old friend. She gently picks a handful of spinach, a few sprigs of parsley, two ripe tomatoes, and whatever else the season has to offer. To Eleanor, gardening has never been a chore. It is her morning conversation with nature. One afternoon, during a routine doctor's visit, her physician smiled as he reviewed her health. "Eleanor," he asked, "what's your secret?" She laughed softly. "I don't know if it's a secret," she replied. "I simply eat from my garden more often than I eat from a package." That simple answer stayed with the doctor, and perhaps it should stay with us as well. You see, Eleanor's habits are surprisingly similar to those found in several places around the world where people commonly enjoy exceptionally long lives. Researchers studying longevity identified 5 regions, now popularly known as the Blue Zones. These include Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Icaria in Greece, the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica, and Loma Linda in California. Although these communities have different cultures and traditions, they share something remarkable. Many people there spend time outdoors every day. They move naturally through gardening, walking, and household work instead of relying only on structured exercise. They enjoy strong friendships and family connections. Most importantly, their meals are built around simple, mostly plant-based foods that are fresh, seasonal, and prepared with care. No single vegetable guarantees a long life. No herb can promise you'll reach 100. But together, these daily habits create a lifestyle that supports healthy aging. The Blue Zone Garden Tour. Eleanor pushed open the little wooden gate, and it let out the familiar squeak it had made for years. "Every garden has a voice," she liked to say. "You simply have to slow down long enough to hear it." The morning sun warmed the soil as robins searched for worms nearby. A light breeze carried the scent of rosemary and basil through the air. There were no perfectly straight rows or expensive decorations here. Her garden was simple, practical, and full of life. She stopped beside a patch of leafy greens. "This is where every spring begins," she smiled. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and mustard greens grew side by side. Eleanor picked a few leaves and held them in her basket. In places where people live long lives, leafy greens often appear on the table almost every day. Nutrition experts agree that these vegetables provide vitamins A, C, and K, along with folate, fiber, and important minerals. They're filling without being heavy and are easy to add to soups, omelets, salads, or stews. "I've never worried about eating fancy foods," Eleanor said. "Fresh is usually enough." A few steps away stood a row of beans climbing sturdy wooden poles. To most visitors, they looked ordinary. To Eleanor, they were priceless. "If I could grow only one food," she said, "it would probably be beans." In several Blue Zone regions, beans are a daily staple. Black beans, white beans, chickpeas, lentils, and other legumes provide plant protein, fiber, and nutrients that help make meals satisfying. "They don't cost much," Eleanor laughed, "but they've fed families for generations." She paused and smiled. "My grandmother used to say a pot of beans could welcome anyone to the table." Have you ever grown beans in your own garden? We'd love to hear your favorite variety in the comments. The path curved toward a bed of sweet potatoes. and like ordinary potatoes, the vines spread gently across the ground, their leaves dancing in the breeze. Sweet potatoes have long been associated with traditional diets in places like Okinawa. They provide fiber, vitamins, and natural sweetness without needing much preparation. Eleanor roasted them with a little olive oil and herbs from her garden. No fancy recipe, she said, just honest food. Nearby, herbs filled the air with fragrance. Rosemary, parsley, oregano, mint, basil. She rubbed a rosemary leaf between her fingers and closed her eyes. The smell alone brings back 50 years of memories. Herbs do far more than make food taste better. They allow cooks to add flavor while relying less on salt. And many contain naturally occurring plant compounds that have been studied for their health-supporting properties. More importantly, they encourage people to enjoy simple, home-cooked meals instead of heavily processed foods. Just beyond the herbs, bright red tomatoes glowed in the morning light. Eleanor picked one straight from the vine. Nothing in a grocery store tastes quite like this. Tomatoes are rich in nutrients, including vitamin C and lycopene, an antioxidant that has been widely studied as part of a healthy diet. Across Mediterranean communities, tomatoes appear in soups, sauces, salads, and countless family recipes. The next stop was one many visitors overlooked: garlic and onions. They're quiet little workers, Eleanor joked. These humble kitchen staples have flavored traditional meals for centuries. They grow well in many home gardens and make it easier to prepare wholesome meals full of flavor without depending on processed seasonings. Near the edge of the garden stood a small lemon tree. Each branch held bright yellow fruit that shimmered in the sunlight. A nearby orange tree buzzed softly with visiting bees. When life gives you lemons, Eleanor laughed, make tea and keep gardening. Fresh citrus fruits provide vitamin C and brighten everything from water to salads and home-cooked dishes. Watching them ripen also teaches one of gardening's greatest lessons: good things cannot be rushed. Finally, Eleanor led the way to a corner where blackberry bushes climbed an old wooden fence. Birds loved them almost as much as she did. Berries are colorful, naturally sweet, and packed with nutrients. They can be enjoyed fresh, frozen, or stirred into oatmeal and yogurt. But Eleanor believed they offered something even more valuable. They remind us to leave a little for the birds, she smiled. As she looked around her garden, she gently placed her basket on the ground. You know, she said, people always ask me which plant is the secret to a long life. She shook her head with a quiet smile. They're asking the wrong question, because the greatest secret wasn't growing in the soil at all. The greatest secret was never just the garden. Eleanor looked across her little garden. As the afternoon sun began to settle behind the trees, the leaves rustled gently in the breeze, and for a moment, everything was still. Then she smiled. You know, she said, people think this garden keeps me healthy because of what's growing in it. But that's only part of the story. She picked up her basket and slowly walked toward an old wooden bench beneath an apple tree. The real secret, she continued, is that this garden gives me a reason to get out of bed every morning. And that may be one of the greatest lessons we can learn from the world's blue zones. Researchers who have studied these remarkable communities have found that longevity isn't linked to a single superfood or miracle plant. Instead, it comes from many simple habits working together over a lifetime. A garden naturally encourages many of those habits. It invites gentle movement. Digging, watering, weeding, pruning, and harvesting keep the body active without feeling like exercise. For many older adults, this kind of regular, low-impact movement can be easier to maintain than an intense workout. A garden also teaches patience. You plant a seed today, but you don't expect tomatoes tomorrow. You learn to trust the seasons. You discover that the best things in life take time. That lesson doesn't only apply to vegetables. It applies to families, friendships, faith, and even to ourselves. Gardens also encourage us to spend time outdoors. A little sunshine, fresh air, and time surrounded by nature can lift the spirit and help us feel more connected to the world around us. Of course, it's always wise to protect your skin, stay hydrated, and follow your healthcare provider's advice about sun exposure. Then there's the joy of sharing. Eleanor rarely kept all of her harvest. If her tomatoes produced more than she needed, she filled a basket for the neighbor down the road. When her basil grew faster than she could use it, She tied small bundles together and gave them away after church. If your garden only feeds you, she often said, it's still growing. But when it feeds someone else too, it begins to bless. That simple act of generosity is another thread woven through many long-lived communities. Meals are often shared. Neighbors look after one another. People stay connected instead of isolated. One Saturday morning, Eleanor noticed a young boy standing quietly by her fence, watching her work. Would you like to help? She asked. His eyes lit up. She handed him a tiny packet of bean seeds. Together, they planted them in a neat little row. As they covered the seeds with soil, the boy asked, do you think they'll grow? Eleanor gently patted the earth and smiled. If we care for them, they almost certainly will. Then she paused before adding one more thought. The funny thing is, while we're helping the garden grow, the garden is helping us grow too. Years later, that boy still remembered the afternoon he planted his first seeds. Not because the beans were extraordinary, but because someone had taken the time to teach him. Perhaps that's the greatest harvest any garden can produce. Not vegetables, not herbs, not fruit, but wisdom passed from one generation to the next. So if you've been thinking about starting a garden, remember this, you don't need a large backyard. A few containers on a porch, a raised bed, or even a sunny windowsill can be enough to begin. Start with a few plants you'll enjoy eating. Learn as you go. Celebrate the small successes. And don't be discouraged by the occasional failure. Every experienced gardener has lost a plant or two. That's simply part of the journey. As the sun disappeared below the horizon, Eleanor closed her garden gate for the evening. Tomorrow morning, she'd be back again, not chasing youth, not searching for a miracle, simply tending the life that had been entrusted to her. One seed, one season, and one day at a time. And perhaps that's the real lesson from the Blue Zones. A long, meaningful life isn't built through one dramatic decision. It's cultivated through thousands of small, faithful choices: sharing a meal, taking a walk, caring for the soil, growing fresh food, and finding purpose in the everyday moments. If today's story encouraged you, tell us in the comments, what would you plant first in your own Blue Zone garden? We'd love to hear your ideas and experiences. If you enjoyed this journey, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend who loves gardening or healthy living, and subscribe to the Evergreen Seniors, where timeless wisdom, practical living, and inspiring stories continue to grow. Until next time, remember, every great garden begins with a single seed, and every beautiful life grows one good habit at a time.